Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to focus on engaging our core, tucking in our pelvis, and extending through our thoracic spine to help improve your posture. Your core stabilizes your body and helps support movements throughout the day. Tucking in your pelvis aligns your spine and helps reduce any strain in your lower back. Extending through your thoracic spine counteracts being hunched by opening up your shoulders, drawing your shoulders onto your back. These three elements help promote better posture, a healthy spine, and promote better breathing. As we practice today, remind yourself to engage your core, tuck in your pelvis, and extend through your thoracic spine. This will not only improve your posture, but enhance your yoga practice. Let us take a deep breath in together, in through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Let's get started. Let's come to all fours, having everything stacked, your knees underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders, and let's move through some cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, and exhale, round. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, exhale, round. And just moving like this in your cat-cow. Keep a nice bend in your elbows. Slight bend in your elbows, I should say. And on your next exhale, on your next cat pose, round your spine here and wag your tail. You can make figure eights. Just moving your spine to what feels good, what feels intuitive, and change your direction. Just warming up the spine. Spread out your fingers, pull the mat in with your fingertips. And take a pause here. We're going to take our right hand behind our head, and on our exhale, bring your right elbow to the earth, and inhale, elbow to the sky, peeling your heart. Make sure your right hip stays pointed to the mat. Exhale, elbow to the mat, tap, and inhale, open up. Heart moves to the sky. And keep moving like this. Exhale, tap, inhale, open. So my toes are tucked. That helps me feel more stable. You can have them untucked, tops of your feet on the mat, or tucked, whatever makes you feel more stable. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Take that right hand to the sky, open up, and exhale. Take your right arm underneath you, threading your needle. Right temple to the mat, right palm to the mat. And you can have your left hand in front of you or bring your left hand behind your right hip. Breathing here. A few more deep breaths like this. In through the nose and out through the nose. If that left hand is away from your face, bring it back towards your face and press into your left hand here. Inhale, take your right arm all the way up. Make sure your right hip is pointing to the mat. Roll back your left shoulder and exhale, right hand to the earth. Let's do this on the left side. Same exact thing. Bring your left hand behind your head and exhale, elbow to the mat, tap, and inhale, elbow to the sky, peeling your heart. Exhale, tap. Make sure that left hip stays pointing to the mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Don't sink on the right. Press into your left knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Try to keep breathing through your nose. In through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, take your left hand to the sky, open up, and exhale, thread your needle completely. Bring your left temple to the mat. Your right hand can be in front of you or behind that left hip. And we're just breathing here, breathing into your shoulder blades. We're here for a few more breaths. And if that right hand is away from your face, bring your right hand close to your face and press here. Take that left hand to the sky, open up. Exhale, let's come to all fours. Perfect. From here, keeping your knees underneath your hips, you're going to walk your hands in front and move your chest to the mat. Keep your arms nice and long. If you have hypermobile elbows, bend your elbows slightly, but don't sink, don't bring those forearms to the earth. Lead with your sternum. Bring your sternum to the mat, hollowing out through the armpits. Chin or third eye can be on the mat. Breathing here, 4 to 5 breaths. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hips moving back, feeling length in your torso. For 3, 2, 1.5, and 1. Inhale, ripple to all fours. Bringing your hands in. And now let us bring our knees together. Our feet together, our knees apart, and sit back in a child's pose. Bring those hips towards your heels, nice long spine. You can bend your elbows and bring prayer hands behind you, fingers pointing down your spine. Another breath or two here. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to the mat and come up to all fours. Let's come to sit on our heels and and bring your weight over to one side and sit your legs out in front of you. Let's come today on our back. We're just going to do some core exercises here. Lifting our knees, keep your lower back on the mat and raise your arms to the sky. We're going to do a few dead bug exercises. All right, so your heels are as high as your knees, not higher. That's as far as they go. Lower back fighting for the earth. All right, so we're going to start by just taking your right toes to the mat. We're going to tap it and lift, okay? Tap it and lift. Tap it and lift. Now you're going to extend the right leg and left arm. And bring it back in, dead bug. Nice. Inhale, extend, right leg, left arm. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it back in. Remember to keep breathing through the nose. Keep moving. Remember to keep that lower back on the mat. You're engaging your core. Okay? Remember, we need a strong core for good posture. Okay? Help support our pelvis. Help support our spine. All right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back, dead bug. Let's start on the left side. Tap your left toes and lift. Tap your left toes and lift. Now extend your left leg and right arm. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it back in. Don't forget, inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it back in. 2 or 3 more. As many as you can, okay? Or as few. For 2, for 1. Nice. From here, bring your hands to the mat. Again, make sure your lower back is on the mat. You can't put your fingers underneath you. Have your palms to the mat. Move that lower back to the mat. Don't let it lift. And extend those legs. From here, you're going to cross. Keep your head on the mat. And crisscross. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, and 1. Bring your knees in. And extend that left leg out. Bring your right knee into your chest. And take your right knee to the left side in a twist. You can bring both knees together as high as your navel if your lower back doesn't feel safe with just one knee bent. All right. Roll back your right shoulder. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back in. Bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a nice hug. And switch. Left knee in. Nice hug. Or both knees. And you're going to take that left knee over to the right side. Gaze to the left. So my left shoulder is not touching the mat, but I'm trying to press it into the mat. I'm keeping my left knee as high as it can get. And I'm on the outside of my right foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring that left knee in. Give it a nice hug. Perfect. And extend both legs. Last core exercise. You're going to bring your hands to the sky. All right. And take your thumbs back. Flex your feet. Your heels are fighting for the mat. All right. And now come back to zombie arms. From here, you're going to roll up and have your arms over your head. Perfect. You can arch your spine. Push your heart forward and up. Exhale, lower. Let your thumb reach behind you. Bring your hands to the sky. Zombie arms. Reach up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And exhale, lower. Let your thumbs reach back behind you. Have your fingers to the sky. Reach up. And exhale, lower. Nice. Thumbs reach back. Let them tap. Fingers to the sky. Zombie arms. And don't worry about overarching or over rounding that lower back. All you're working on is your heels pressed onto the mat. And you're reaching up, okay? And then exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lowering. Thumbs touch behind you. Perfect. Last one. Zombie arms. And reach up. Perfect. Exhale, arms beside you. Nice. And let's sweep our legs behind us. Coming to all fours. Tuck your toes, come to plank. And then exhale, take your hips back to your downward dog. Make sure there's some space in between your feet, about 2 fist distance. Rolling back your shoulders, bring your heart a little bit forward, crown of your head pointing towards your thumbs. And from here, bend your knees a lot, stick your butt to the sky, and straighten your legs. Staying here, 3 breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. Push into the mat. And from here, begin to walk your feet to your hands, coming to a forward fold. It may take you many steps to get here, no big deal. So remember, you can always use your blocks. hands underneath your, blocks underneath your hands, and release your head. Knees a little bit bent. No pain at the back of your knee. If you have pain at the back of your knee, you just keep bending it. Bend your knees generously, as low as your seat can go. And inhale, bring your arms all the way up, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, trace your midline. Feet together, arms beside you. Samasthiti Tadasana. Tucking in your pubic bone, rolling back your shoulders, fingers pointing towards the earth, cinching in your ribs. Your core is engaged. All right, so let's move through a generic sun A, just stepping your foot forward and back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Arms behind you, graze the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Come into knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slither forward. Exhale, come to all fours, tuck your toes, downward dog. Nice. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Open up that right hip. Straighten your right leg and bring your knee to your nose, round, round, round here. And from here, bring your right foot to the inside of your right hand. So for some of us, you may need to manually bring your foot. That's fine. For some of us, we may need to drop that left knee and bring the right foot in like this. All right? And from here, take your left foot to meet your right foot, forward fold. Shake your head out, yes. Shake your head out, no. Bend your knees a lot, seat behind you, and circle your arms all the way up. Lengthen through your waist. Tuck in your pubic bone. Exhale, trace your midline. Arms beside you. Samasthiti Tadasana. If your big toes are touching, your heels are just a little bit apart. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Make sure your hands are framing your foot, okay? Not too in front. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And take your right foot to meet your left. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come to downward dog. Take a breath or two here. So you know what to expect. We're going to bring that left foot forward. You know you may need to bring it there manually, or you may have to drop a knee to bring that left foot in. So from here, take your left leg to the sky, open up your left hip, square off your shoulders, press into your left hand. Straighten that left leg, bring your knee to nose, round, 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 and place your foot. Look in front, inhale. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left foot, forward fold. Folding over your front body. So if you're having a hard time touching the ground, please use your blocks, okay? This is a posture video, so I don't want your head moving to your knees, over rounding that upper back. You want to lengthen through your upper back. You want to move your sternum towards your shins. Okay, so try and find a long back, best you can. Okay. Drop your knees generously and circle your arms all the way up, lengthen through your waist. Exhale, trace your midline. Tadasana. All right, same thing again. We're just going to add things on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift, hands to your shins, flat back. Exhale, lower. Step your right foot back all the way. Sorry, it's the assistant. Nice. And keep your right hand to the mat and take your left hand to the sky in a twist. Make sure your hips are squared. No hip is dropping. Try and keep it leveled as if you could balance a block. And take your left hand to the mat. Bring your left foot to meet your right foot. Plank pose, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift. Back bend of choice. And exhale, come to your downward dog. Nice. From here, right leg to the sky. We're going to step that right foot forward, so just prepare. Open up that right hip. Square off your hip, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, round, round, round. Come to your left tippy toes, round. This is a good time to round that spine as if there's a beach ball underneath you. And place your foot to the inside of your right hand. Perfect. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Complete your circle and bring that left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Bend your knees generously, circle your arms all the way up, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, trace. Nice. Inhale, reach up, other side. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Have your left hand to the mat and take your right hand to the sky. Circle that right arm down, completing your circle, and take your right foot to meet your left foot in a plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift. And exhale, take it to your dog. Perfect. Left leg to the sky, open up that hip. Square off your shoulders, square your hips, straighten that left leg, down dog split, and bring your knee to nose, round, round, round. Place your foot to the inside of your left hand. Keep that right hand to the mat and take your left hand to the sky. Take the left arm behind you, completing your circle, and bring your right foot to meet your left foot, forward fold. Nice. Bend your knees generously, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, trace your midline. Samasthiti Tadasana, honoring ourselves at the front of our mat. All right, just adding more things in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take your arms behind you, hinge at your hips. Lead through your sternum, okay? As you slowly come into your forward fold. Nice. Hands to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. From here, you're going to take your arms behind you in your power lunge, reaching back as if you have two marbles, a marble in each palm. Release your marbles and come to a high lunge. Cinch in your ribs. Don't overarch in that lower back. Tuck in your pubic bone. Okay? Right kneecap up your thigh. From here, pray your hands to heart center and just twist to the left. Keep your right hip moving back. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder. You can open up your arms here in a T. For 2, press into that left big toe. For 1, left arm underneath you and up to the sky. High lunge. Perfect. Drop that back knee and reach your fingers up and back. Anjaneyasana, rolling back your shoulders. Nice. Hands to the mat. Come to plank or all fours. And you can take your vinyasa or none at all. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking that right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round, round, round. Place your right foot to the inside of your right hand. From here, fingers behind you, power lunge. Long spine, reach through your fingertips. Your left heel can move towards the mat. Release your marbles, come to high lunge. Reach up. Roll back your shoulders. Bring your prayer hands to heart center, elbows turn out, and just twist to the right. Your hips stay as they are, and you can open up in a T. Take that right arm underneath you and up to the sky, high lunge. Nice. And from here, all you're going to do is reach forward, hands to the mat, and bring your left foot to meet your right foot, forward fold. You can flutter out through your lips. Yes, we're working hard. You can sway your head, yes and no, gently. And bend your knees generously. Circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, trace. Last side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan, forward fold. Remember to lead with your chest. Lead with your sternum. And fold over your front legs. Inhale, half lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your knees. flat back. Exhale, forward. Step that left foot back behind you. Come to your power lunge again on your right side. Rolling back your shoulders, reach back. Inhale, high lunge. So you know what to expect. Pray your hands to heart center and twist to the right. Open up here. Left kneecap up your thigh. Reach the right arm back. From here, right arm to the sky. And drop that left knee. Anjaneyasana. Thumbs move back, roll back your shoulders. Tuck in your pubic bone if you feel you're sinking in that lower back. You can pray your hands behind your neck and rest your skull into your forearms. For 2, for 1. Release, hands to the mat, and come to plank, or all fours, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, upward dog, or cobra, coming to downward dog. And left leg to the sky. We're going to bring that left foot to the inside of your left hand. I don't know if you all are tired. I'm tired. And you're going to take your arms behind you. Power lunge. Keep your chin tucked. You want a long spine. Okay? You don't want to lift your chin and hurt your neck. All right? You want it to be comfortable. And release your marbles. Come to high lunge. Perfect. Square your hips. If that right hip is moved away, square it. Okay. Pray your hands to heart center and twist to the left. And open up your arms. Reach that left arm back. Roll back your shoulders. Left arm underneath you and up to the sky. High lunge. Nice. And reach forward. Bring your fingers to the earth and pivot. Have your knees meet, your toes meet. Forward fold. You can flutter out through your lips. Bend your knees generously. Circle your arms all the way up. Lengthen through your spine. And exhale, trace your midline. Lovely. So I'm just changing my direction so you can see me. We're going to bring our arms up and you're going to hold on to your left wrist. So reach up here and tilt to the right. And your side bend. Press into your left foot. For 2, for 1. Inhale, come to center and switch. Hold on to your right wrist, reach up and over to the left side. Your hips can move slightly over to the right side. Press into both feet. Have your gaze underneath your right arm. For 2, release your jaw. Roll back your shoulders. And 1, release. Perfect. So coming back to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Roll back your shoulders. And then come to a chair pose. If your feet are together, then your knees are together. If your feet are apart, then your knees are apart. Sitting back as if there's a chair, take your thumbs back behind you. Roll back your shoulders. Lift through your sternum. And from here, you're going to lower, lower, lower all the way for your seat to come on the mat. And have your hands underneath your hamstrings. So underneath your knees here. And inhale, lift your chest. Come to your toes, lift your chest, and lift both heels. So this is an option, or you can keep both toes on the mat, all right? So heels lifted as high as your knees, and have your hands in front of you. Lift your chest as if my fist is pressing into the back of your heart. Okay, so you're not rounding, you're lifting. And we're gonna hold it here for 5, 4, keep lifting through your chest. 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your hamstrings and touch. All right. Again, we're doing this 2 more times. All right. So toes to the mat, heels are lifted. Lift your chest. You know you can stay here. Otherwise, lift your feet. Extend your arms. Lift your chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your hamstrings and touch. 1 more to go. We can do this. Toes to the mat, lift your heels, lift your chest, lift your heels. Keep the integrity of your spine, nice and long, diagonal, and have your arms in front of you. For 5, 4, 3, you can bring your knees closer in. Lift your chest. 2, and 1. Release. Hands to your knees and stir your pot. Just making circles with your chest here. Nice. And change the direction. All right, so now we're going to come into our apex pose. It's going to be Superman, working with your chest, all right? Working with your back, your upper back. So this is a good time to grab a blanket, grab a towel, all right? Something not too thick, okay? This is a great option. If maybe you don't feel like it, that's fine. But I really recommend having a blanket or a towel. So I have a little throw blanket here and I folded it hot dog style. Okay, pretty long. It was long. All right, so open it up. Try and keep it long, all right? And you're gonna put it out in front of you, hot dog style, nice and long. You probably only have to fold it like one time if you're using a towel across, and roll your towel in or your blanket. All right, so this is how it should look, like a long tube. All right, I'm gonna place it onto the mat, and your hip points, your hip bones are gonna be placed here. All right, so organize it the way you need to organize it, and lower. You're on your tummy, your hip bones are on the mat, your legs are extended. So you can have your toes untucked or tucked, doesn't matter. So my lower back is really arched, lordosis. It's really like I overarch it, so I have to really try and tuck in my pubic bone. So for me, I like to have them tucked, but you can have them untucked. We're all going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to cue it with my toes tucked, okay? So my kneecaps are up to my thighs. Everybody's kneecaps are up their thighs, all right? The tops of your feet or your toes are pressed onto the mat. Your arms are going to come behind you, and you're going to interlace them at your sacrum, your tailbone. Tuck in your pubic bone. Your tailbone is pointing back. Your navel is away from the mat. Kneecaps up your thigh. From here, you're going to reach those knuckles back, lifting your chest in your Superman. From here, take your arms out in front of you. And then you're going to breaststroke. Reaching up and back. Nice. Kneecaps up your thighs. 4, 3, 2. We're here together. And 1. Take your arms behind you, reaching back and lower. Bring one cheek to the earth, lift your knees, windshield wipers, left to right, right to left. And we're going to bring the other cheek to the mat and continue to do windshield wipers. And from here, extend your legs, third eye to the mat, and press up to all fours. Okay. So again, lifting through our sternum in our Superman, keeping the tailbone tucked in, moving back through our lower body to lift our chest. Okay. So if you had pain in your lower back, you can always do this again. Tuck in your pubic bone, lift and lengthen through your sternum. All right, from here, let us come onto our back and let's just cool down for a moment. Bring your knees into your chest, just roll around. Beautiful class, everyone. You can take happy baby, peace fingers to big toes, hands to the arms to the inside of your leg, and extending and bending. And we'll all extend our legs to the sky best we can. Flex your feet just for a moment, just to cool down. And you're going to point your toes. Keep that lower back on the mat. Your palms can be on the earth. And bring your feet to the mat. Lower back stays on the mat. Press it down, press it down, press it down. Nice. And extend your arms back behind you, reaching back. And bring your forearms to the mat. Prop up yourself on your forearms. And you're just going to end in a fish pose. So your feet are close together, if not touching. And your forearms are on the mat. And again, as if I'm pushing into the back of your heart, or you have a marionette string on your sternum, on your heart, and I'm lifting you like a puppet. Palms on the mat, lift your chest, drop the back of your head, arching your upper back in your fish pose. For 3, point your toes, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin and lower vertebrae by vertebrae on your mat. And just have everything long, feet beside you, taking your shoulder blades away from your spine. And we'll just take a brief Shavasana, just for a few breaths. Just allow everything to digest. Reminding yourself to breathe through your nose. Long inhales and long exhales. And wiggling your fingers, your toes, just creating some sensation back within the body, the intellect. Extending your arms back behind you, toes out in front of you. Good morning, fashion stretch. And on your exhale, rolling over onto your right side. If you're doing this in the morning or in the afternoon, the right side, your solar side. If you're doing this in the evening, roll onto the left side. And gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Thank you all so much for coming. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much.